Do you know what can happen to an actress even after winning 2 Oscars? Hilary Swank achieved at age 30 what most actresses can't achieve in their entire lifetime. But then what happened? Her movies started flopping, her marriage fell apart, and the worst part, for 11 years she was fighting a disease that nobody knew about. When she filed an insurance claim, it was rejected. Imagine, a 2-time Oscar-winning actress couldn't get money for medical treatment. And this story doesn't end here. The journey from a trailer park to Hollywood, sleeping in a car, showering in public bathrooms, and then forgetting to thank her husband on the Oscar stage. All of this is real. Today I'm going to tell you Hilary Swank's story that Hollywood never talks about. Hilary Swank was born on July 30th, 1974 in Lincoln, Nebraska. But her real life began when she was 6 years old and started living in a small trailer park near Lake Sammamish. This is where the pain started that a 6-year-old girl understood, the pain of classism. When other children's parents at school found out that Hilary lived in a trailer park, they pulled their children away from her. Birthday party invitations stopped. Playdates disappeared. And she realized that people judge your worth by where you sleep, not by your personality. This pain cut so deep inside her that she lost herself in books and movies. Characters understood her pain. Stories didn't judge her. And this is where an actress was being formed who would one day win an Oscar. But first, she had to endure a lot. And now hear the thing that will shock you. When Hilary was 15, her mother made a decision that would be the hardest for any mother. Her parents got divorced. The atmosphere at home was so bad that bills were never paid on time. No matter how many jobs Stephen, her father, took, money was always short. And in 1990, when Hilary was only 15, her mother Judy said, "Let's go to Los Angeles. We only have $75 and 1 gas station credit card. But we'll try." Imagine a mother and a 15-year-old girl going to a new city with just $75. And when they reached Los Angeles, their home became a car. Yes, you heard that right. Hilary Swank and her mother slept in their Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme for weeks. She showered in public bathrooms, wore borrowed clothes to auditions, and at night, she slept in the car at rest stops, scared. But Hilary never gave up, because she had a dream, to become an actress that people would remember. But now comes the most shocking part. When Hilary got her first big movie, what did Hollywood do to her? In theater, Hilary felt a sense of belonging for the first time. When she was 9 years old at the Bellingham Theater Guild, she played Mowgli in The Jungle Book. Lights, applause, and that feeling of people watching her. All of this was new to her. Here nobody asked about her background. Here only talent mattered. At 15, she dropped out of high school and came to Los Angeles. Judy got a secretarial job, and they finally had one room in Burbank. Just one room, but for them it was like heaven. Hilary started getting small TV roles. Harry and the Hendersons, Evening Shade, Growing Pains. These were all famous shows, but her roles were so small that people didn't even notice. Then in 1992 came Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She played Kimberly Hanna. The movie had a big budget and made $4.55 million in the first weekend. Total was $14 million domestically. Critics found the movie amusing but forgettable. For Hilary, this wasn't a breakthrough, but it was definitely a step forward. And then in 1994, she played the lead role in The Next Karate Kid. But what happened after that almost ended her career. In The Next Karate Kid, Hilary played Julie Pierce, Mr. Miyagi's new student. On paper, this was the perfect movie. But the audience didn't like it. Only $8.75 million was made in the United States, and the worldwide total was around $16 million, the lowest-earning film in the franchise. Critics said the film was weak and uninspired. Hilary's acting got some praise, but the movie's failure slowed her momentum. At this time, Hilary was learning that in Hollywood, it's not just about luck, you need wisdom too. She had to be careful in choosing roles. In the late 1990s, she appeared in films like Heartwood and Quiet Days in Hollywood. Both films were so small that people didn't even notice them. Quiet Days in Hollywood was directed by her then-husband Chad Lowe. Critics criticized the film's pace and performances. Hilary was understanding that she needed projects that connected with her soul, not just paid the bills. But now listen. In 1998, Hilary got a spot in a TV show that was supposed to last 2 years. But after just 16 episodes, she was shown the door. Beverly Hills 90210, the show that the whole world watched. Hilary got the role of Carly Reynolds in Season 8, a waitress and single mother who builds a relationship with Steve Sanders. She was told this role was for 2 years. For Hilary, this was stability, this was visibility. But after just 16 episodes, Carly Reynolds was sent to Montana, out of the show, like she never existed. For Hilary, this was heartbreaking. She started thinking, am I even meant for acting? The show itself wasn't at its peak, ratings were falling, yet she was cut. Later it was revealed that Hilary wasn't the problem. Tori Spelling and Jenny Garth themselves said that the writing failed Hilary. Carly Reynolds was made intense and off-putting in the scripts. The character didn't have the warmth needed to connect with the audience. Producer Amy also defended Hilary. She said she had talent, the problem was in character development. But at that time, Hilary was broken. She was thinking that if she didn't have a place even in a fading show, why was she acting at all? And then, just 2 months later, Life gave such a twist that Hilary Swank's name was written in Hollywood history forever. The audition for Boys Don't Cry came. Hilary didn't think, just tried. This role was going to change her life. Director Kimberly Pierce took her to a barber shop and had her long blonde hair cut and dyed chestnut brown. When she came home, her husband Chad Lowe couldn't recognize her. But this was just the beginning. Hilary started living as a man for almost a month. Every morning she wrapped her chest with tension bandages, put a sock in her pants, lowered her voice, and walked in public like a boy. She read court transcripts, read books on transgender identity. To understand Brandon Teena's inner world, she changed herself so much that she felt like she was losing Hilary Swank. When Boys Don't Cry was released on October 8, 1999, critics were stunned. The film touched on subjects that were rarely seen in mainstream cinema at that time. The honesty of violence and identity shocked people. Reviewers said Hilary's performance was one of the most powerful they had ever seen. Remember, this was the same girl who had been fired from The Next Karate Kid and a teen drama. Now she was at the center of a landmark LGBTQ+ film. People's eyes filled with tears. People went silent in theaters. Even after the credits ended, people sat there. And then that night came, the 72nd Academy Awards, 2000. The night when one of Hollywood's biggest upsets happened. March 26, 2000. Hilary Swank's name was announced for Best Actress. Nobody could believe it. Everyone thought Annette Bening would win because she had won BAFTA and SAG Awards for American Beauty, that year's Best Picture. But when Hilary's name was called, the industry was shocked. An unknown actress had beaten an established star. People talked about her transformation, her commitment, her emotional truth. This was one of the biggest upsets in Oscar history. But that night also brought a pain that Hilary could never forget. Standing on stage, Hilary had only 30 seconds to speak. In the rush and overwhelm, she thanked her parents, her manager, co-stars, producers. But she forgot to thank her husband Chad Lowe, the person who had supported her through every struggle, who went with her to Omaha for filming, the one she loved the most. As soon as she came down from the stage, Hilary realized. Panic came on her face. Chad saw it. Cameras captured it. And the story spread throughout Hollywood. Her historic win disappeared from the headlines. The media was talking about only one thing. Hilary Swank forgot to thank her husband. Hilary was devastated. She realized that her biggest achievement would now always be remembered with a painful mistake. On the way home in the car, Chad tried to comfort her. He said that Hilary didn't need to thank him on stage because she always showed her gratitude privately. Chad wasn't hurt. He wasn't offended. But Hilary's devastation wasn't ending. She kept saying sorry again and again. Chad later said on a podcast that he felt terrible for Hilary and wanted to protect her. But the media kept the narrative alive. Talk shows and tabloids made it a joke. This tension crept into their marriage, and they divorced in 2007. This story became a reminder of how fame can make a small mistake so big. For Hilary, this humiliation never ended. It kept putting pressure on her marriage. But Hilary didn't give up. She had another goal now, a second Oscar. And that opportunity came in the form of Million Dollar Baby. But this time's preparation, the world had never seen before. Hilary went to Gleason's gym in New York for Million Dollar Baby training, the same gym where Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson trained, and then began a torture that lasted 5 hours daily. First 2.5 hours of boxing, jump rope, bag hitting, footwork drilling, everything again and again until sweat ran down her back. Then 1.5 hours of weightlifting, push-ups, pull-ups, and a shocking thing, Hilary pushed her SUV across a parking lot to build power. Her diet? 4,000 calories daily, 210 grams of protein, about 60 egg whites. Her weight went from 108 pounds to 131 pounds. Muscles formed, body transformed. At one point, she got a staph infection from blisters on her feet, a dangerous infection. But she hid it because she didn't want to break the training rhythm. Her trainer said she looked like a finely sculpted Greek statue. And then February 27, 2005, Kodak Theater, Los Angeles. Hilary Swank's name was announced for Best Actress for the second time. At age 30, Hilary became the first woman in the 21st century to win 2 Best Actress Oscars. Her name was now with Louise Rayner, Bette Davis, Olivia de Havilland, Vivien Leigh, and Ingrid Bergman, the list that actors only dream about. Standing on stage, Hilary remembered everything this time. She thanked her co-stars, Annette Bening, Imelda Staunton, Catalina Sandino Moreno, Kate Winslet. And then she looked at her husband and said, "You are my everything." It seemed like a perfect moment. But outside the spotlight, reality was very different. Because just 1 year after winning the Oscar, Hilary's marriage started falling apart. January 2006, Hilary and Chad separated. By May, the divorce was public. Later, Hilary revealed how much she struggled with Chad's substance abuse. She tried her best to save the relationship, but nothing worked. Chad admitted he wasn't jealous of Hilary's success, but the drive in his own career had ended. And this imbalance became such a weight between them that couldn't be ignored. Fans were shocked. They looked so perfect. But the truth was that Hilary's biggest professional moments were right alongside her most painful personal ones. After Boys Don't Cry in 2000, relationship shook. After Million Dollar Baby in 2005, collapsed completely. Hillary said she went down every road to save the marriage, but the underlying wounds never healed. She won awards in front of millions on stage, and her heart broke in private. But this story doesn't end here. Now comes the part that's most shocking: how Hillary's movies flopped one after another. The Black Dahlia, 2006. Budget $50 million. Opening weekend $10 million. Total worldwide collection only $49.3 million. A two-time Oscar winner's film flopped? Critics said the movie was beautiful but empty. Rotten Tomatoes rating stopped at 23%. The Reaping, 2007. Budget $40 million. Total worldwide collection $62.7 million. Opening weekend $10 million, then dropped fast. Critics called it predictable. Amelia, 2009. This film was the biggest disappointment. Amelia Earhart's biopic, respected director Mira Nair, $40 million budget, actors like Richard Gere and Ewan McGregor. But the opening weekend only made $3.9 million. Total worldwide collection, $19.6 million. Critics gave it a 19% score and called the film cold and predictable. People left theaters without feeling anything. The Core, 2003. Budget $85 million. Worldwide collection only $74 million. A loss. Critics called the film unrealistic and laughable. Hillary herself admitted that Hollywood couldn't understand her. After winning 2 Oscars, the industry had put her in a narrow box, prestige actress. But when she tried other genres, people weren't interested. Hollywood had already decided what category she fit in. Hillary said in interviews that Hollywood felt more patriarchal than ever. Her range was wide, but people wanted to see her only in one type of role. And in the midst of all this confusion, her body was fighting its own battle. 11 years. For 11 years, Hillary Swank was fighting ovarian cysts and endometriosis. And nobody knew. Pain, fatigue, reflux, constant discomfort. In 2008, emergency surgery had to be done in which one ovary had to be removed because a cyst had become dangerous. But cysts kept forming in the remaining ovary. Regular monitoring had to be done. In 2019, endometriosis was diagnosed. More pain, more bloating, more uncertainty. Birth control didn't help. Her fertility was affected. But she hid everything and kept working. Until her insurance claim was rejected. September 2020. Hillary Swank filed a lawsuit against the SAG-AFTRA health plan. Imagine, a 2-time Oscar-winning actress's medical treatment insurance claim is being rejected. Hillary had paid into the plan for years. But after 2016, all her claims were marked infertility-related, even if the treatment was for cancer prevention or hormonal issues. From 2017 to 2020, she submitted requests for ultrasounds and surgeries. Every one was rejected. An anonymous OB/GYN upheld the denial. For Hillary, this wasn't just unfair, it was dangerous. That's why she spoke up. She said she was filing a lawsuit so that not only she, but every woman going through this struggle gets fair treatment. "I'm tired of women's health being dismissed," she said. Her voice echoed throughout Hollywood, and many women supported her. Fertility struggles became even heavier for her because one ovary was gone in 2008, and cysts kept forming in the other. Her dream of motherhood became unclear. With every denied claim, emotional weight also increased. She wanted a family. Every setback brought emotional pain along with physical pain. She was fighting her own body, and also the system that should have supported her. But life gave Hillary another chance. In 2018, a blind date changed everything. Philip Schneider. Friends set them up. They met at 10 in the morning and stayed together until 11 at night because the connection was so natural. After years of heartbreak, the ease of that day surprised Hillary. They got married a few months later. A long marriage with Chad Lowe from 1997 to 2007, and after that several relationships that never became permanent. But with Philip there was a different kind of calm. Hillary called it love at first sight, and said it was an unexpected gift. And then motherhood. It came very late, but brought magic with it. October 2022. Hillary announced her pregnancy on Good Morning America, with twins. She had frozen her eggs at age 37, and at age 47, she became pregnant. April 10th, 2023. Easter Sunday. At age 48, Hillary gave birth to 2 babies, Aya and Ohm. The pregnancy was high risk and complicated, but both babies came healthy. Hillary called this journey a marathon. She said every step taught her to be patient and present. She embraced the body's changes and talked about the joy of motherhood with a smile. This was a miracle moment for her, after so many years of struggle. But the happiness didn't last long. In October 2025, Hillary's rescue dog, Kai, died unexpectedly. The loss was so hard because Kai had been with her through many turns of her life. She had adopted him from a shelter in the San Fernando Valley. Hillary wrote an emotional tribute online. "Sudden and surreal," she said. She wrote about Kai's polka dot paws and belly. Kai had been steady through her biggest changes. Fans sent messages from around the world because everyone knew how important Kai was to Hillary. And then in December 2025, another incident happened that put Hillary in an uncomfortable spotlight. December 10th, 2025. LAX airport. Hillary was traveling with her twins. She saw a woman, Jada Bafuz, standing with a phone. Hillary thought she was taking photos of her twins. She snapped and walked away. But later she found out that woman wasn't filming Hillary at all. Jada was traveling with two terminally ill sons, Mason, 7 years old, and Jack, 4 years old. Both were going on a Make-A-Wish trip to Disneyland. When Hillary learned the truth, she publicly apologized. Jada accepted the apology and said she understood that celebrities live under constant pressure. This moment started a big conversation about privacy, stress, and compassion. But it settled when both women expressed understanding for each other's situation. So this is Hillary Swank's story. From trailer park to Oscar stage. From sleeping in a car to becoming $1 Million Baby. But the real shocking thing is, she won 2 Oscars, yet Hollywood was confused about what to do with her. Movies flopped. Marriage broke. Body was secretly fighting for 11 years. Insurance rejected claims. There was a fertility struggle. And then motherhood came at age 48. This story shows that fame and success aren't a guarantee of happiness. Hillary struggled at every stage: childhood poverty, homelessness, industry rejection, failed films, health battles, and personal loss. But she never gave up. Hillary standing on the Oscar stage and Hillary fighting backstage are both real. Success and struggle can go hand in hand. Awards and heartbreak can be in the same life. Hillary Swank's story is a reminder that behind Hollywood's glamour are real humans. They have their own struggles. They have their own battles. Winning 2 Oscars wasn't easy. But staying alive and relevant after that was even harder. The industry typecast her. Audiences were confused. And in between, she was hiding her body's fight. When she finally spoke up about the insurance denial, many women got the courage to share their stories. Hillary raised her voice not just for herself, but for everyone. Today, Hillary Swank is 50 plus. She's a mother of 2 babies. She has a loving husband. And she talks openly about her health battles. Her career never reached the same peak it was at in 2005. But she defined a different success. Motherhood, health advocacy, speaking up for women. Her journey wasn't perfect, but it was real. And maybe that's the most important thing. Hillary Swank's story is complex. It's both inspiring and heartbreaking. From trailer park to Oscar stage, incredible. But from Oscar stage to insurance denials, shocking reality. 2 golden statues gave her fame, but didn't guarantee happiness. Success opened doors, but also closed doors. Bodies battle, marriages struggle, fertility issues, and industry confusion, everything together. But Hillary never gave up. And she still stands today, strong, vocal, and sharing her truth. This story reminds us that what we see on social media isn't the full reality. Behind the smile on the red carpet, a lot is hidden. And most importantly, the definition of success is different for everyone. For Hillary Swank, success now is motherhood, health advocacy, sharing her story. And maybe that's more valuable than those 2 Oscar statues.